Trapper Dave, this is December the 29th. We've had a 35 to drop in temperature this morning. It's cold and all get out. We come back here to the snare line. We seen we had one possum on the way in. And we come back here and a big old bobcat. Big and nice. So we're not going to waste no time on getting him took care of. It's a big old pretty cat. Got some good spots. Stuff does move on a cold night. We're going to walk around here. Like I said, we've got I think there's about 16 more snares here. And the thing about these things, they'll lay in the grass, and you can't see them till you walked up on them. I got probably within 20 foot of this before he ever moved. He's laying here in a bunch of weeds. But anyway, we're gonna get this guy took care of, and that's a big old beautiful cat. See, they eat your hind end up. Anyway, catch y'all later. Trapper Dave, we're back up here where we first come in. We went one night without having a skunk, but we got another big, I say what they call a big possum. That's a big old possum right there. So we'll probably take him with us. I had another big wind's about to blow him over. That wind is horrible this morning. We're bundled up good, but we're fixing to get down in the bottom. They call the bottoms on the farm here, and there's down over the hill on the creek. The wind shouldn't be as bad, so we're going to try to put out a bunch of beaver sets, and we got a pond that's, I know, got 4 otters in it because I seen all 4 of them at one time swim by me there Saturday, and it's supposed to be cold this week, so them old otters and beavers, they like to move, but we're hoping we can get 1 or 2 of them out there. Hope we can get all 4 of them out, but we'll just have to wait and see this week and see what happens. But anyway, so far this morning we've had that big bobcat, this big old grinner, and we're going to get him dispatched, and we're going to go along out here, and I've got to gather up some live skunk traps. I know one of them don't have anything, but the other 2 I can't tell. I have to walk to them, so anyway, we're going to check and see if we got anything out there. If not, we're going to head on down to the bottoms and set beaver traps. I'll try to do some video on that when I can. But anyway, we'll catch y'all later on today. Trapper Dave, we ended our trap line that we had out. Ended up with a bobcat, that big possum, then we had a skunk and a live trap down there. But anyway, we're over here. We're fixing to start putting out water sets, and we've already got started. Right here's the first 330. They have been moving up and down through here. The bottom of the creek out there is bright where they're crossing. I put just a little bit of beaver scent out right there to maybe if one swims up the bank, he'll check it out and come over here and get caught. But anyway, right up here, there is another 330 conibear set right here on the slide. They've been using it quite a bit, and we got it set right over there in that slide. Pretty good slide there coming out in this food plot. I guess they're cutting. Back earlier they was cutting grass and weeds and stuff, I guess, to put in their den somewhere. They had it wore out right there. And then right on out here, the wind is not as bad over here where I'm at now, where it was first time. It gets a little gust there once in a while, but it's not as bad. But anyway, right here's the old faithful DP raccoon cuff. There's a trail right there, not sure what it is, but we went ahead and set that. And they normally keep stuff out for the hogs down here. As you can see, there's nothing here, so And there's coon tracks all in this mud right here, so they're coming here for something to eat. But anyway, right over here, we have another DP. Here's a trail, coon tracks in it. Right there's another one I've caught here before a bunch of times. Caught raccoons, skunks, and possums all here. And there's all kinds of fresh coon tracks in here. You can see right over through there. So I know they're using here. Last time we hog hunted here, we seen 3 or 4 down here. So anyway, right here's 4 sets, and they're probably about 60, 70 yards. And what we're fixing to do is, I have seen muskrats on this creek. We're going to attempt a couple of muskrat sets. I've got some sticks. I've got my little 110 body traps on them. So we're going to attempt that when we get back over here in another location. But then, like I said, right here's 4 sets, and I've already got 3 traps up here ready to set. So that'll be number 7. And then we're going to set probably 4 or 5 up here around the pond. But everywhere I went, I walked about 100 yards down here to Beaver Dam, old Beaver Dam. Maybe not build it back. They've about got it washed out on one side. And I'm kind of a little bit crunched for time today. I got to get back and do some work in the shop. Believe it or not, it's trying to snow. But anyway, here probably in a couple of days, and I'll be off work here in a couple of days for holidays. I'm going to get down here and bring my waders, and I'm going to set a couple of sets and that crossover down there on the Beaver Dam. So that'd be a good place to maybe snag us an otter. Like I said, there's otter sign all up and down this creek. There's little otter toilets everywhere where they're working. So I mean, it could be hit and miss. We're gonna give it a shot. More stuff you have out, the more after you catch something. So anyway, we're gonna go back up here and put out 3 or 4 more sets here where the road crosses the creek. We've got good access on both sides, so we're gonna put us out a couple right there. We'll catch y'all after a while. Trapper Dave, we're here in the middle of the creek. As you can see, up that way, a lot of water. Down this way, possibly another beaver dam right down there where that water's running over, but I'm not sure how I can get to it. But anyway, we may check it out here in a few days. But anyway, what we've done is pretty simple. You can see right there in the middle, they piled. I was down here Saturday 2 days ago, and they have piled a bunch of stuff on that since I was here Saturday. So I know they're working. We put us a 330 right there. We got us a 110 right here in the edge of the water with a carrot on it for muskrat. And then right over here we have another. They had filled. This had kind of washed out Saturday when I was over here, and they had built all this back over there. And I tore me a spot out right here where that 330 is at, and we're gonna see what happens right here. So anyway, we've got this set back. I'm gonna get back over here, and while I'm doing this video, I'm gonna show you another set. And they've been coming up here and got this all tore up where they're coming up here and cutting brush and briars and everything, and making them a lodge somewhere or banked in. I've not seen no lodge yet, so I'm thinking there's probably a banked in, maybe in here or up here somewhere. A lot of fresh cheap sticks on the other side. Right here's one. But anyway, right up here, get back up here and let's see. Yeah, we've got us another 330 right here on this slide. I'm not going to put no lure out here, but well, we are on the other side, as you can see over there, all that bright stuff right there. That's a big pile of beaver chew sticks. But anyway, we're going to go right on up here about 40 yards. And there's a place there where they've been crawling up down and cutting a lot of brush. And I'm going to put me another 330 right there. And I'll probably put just a little bit of sin out on it, a little bit of beaver lure. And then we're going to be done down here in this area. And down there where we crossed the creek, there's a couple sets down there. I put me out another little 110 on a stake there on the edge of the creek with a carrot on it, something bright. You want something bright with muskrats. Carrot works good, apple works good. So a total of right now, I think we've got out we got out 9 sets. We're gonna have 10 water sets when we get right here, right up here, up there towards where that tree's laying right there. That's where I'm gonna put that other, and there's a lot of sign there. So I get up there, I'll do a short video. That's gonna be 10 sets right here, and then we're gonna put out probably about 4 more around the pond. And then there's a spillway the spillway runs into the creek down here on this creek right here. It makes a big old horseshoe and comes back in over there. And I was over here back about 3 weeks ago, and there was a lot of otter sign, a big otter toilet over there. So we're going to walk down there and see what's down there and take a couple of traps with us. And we may set those down there, may not, but we're going to look at it anyway. But anyway, then we're going to go around over here on another place. Guy I've been seeing, been getting a big bobcat on a camera. And we may put out a foothold if we can find a place. It's pretty rocky over there. We'll just have to see what's going on with that. But we're going to try to find us some small bushes and put us out probably about 3 or 4 coon sets. So we're hoping by the end of the day or middle of the day here, in another 3 hours, we're hoping to have out about 20 sets. So we're probably going to add some stuff along. It's supposed to be real cold tonight and real cold tomorrow night. Start warming up Tuesday a little bit, but still be cold. And the creek, I don't want to drive across the creek and get all my brakes froze up nice and be stranded down here. So I'm going to go across the creek and set some stuff here probably Wednesday or Thursday. So anyway, we're going to catch y'all here in a little bit on some more sets. Okay, Trapper Dave again here. Right down there, you can kind of see the beaver dam where it bright. That's the water pond up where they've got it stopped up. And this creek's normally about 10-12 foot wide. Here now it's probably 30, close to 30 foot wide. But anyway, they've backed that up all the way up through there. There's a lot of water here. But right here is a spot where they are, of course I got my shadow in the way, you can't see. But right there's the 330 trap. They've been putting castor mounds here, and they've been climbing the bank over there and going up that way and going up this way and cutting brush up in here. They done this last year. I didn't trap any here. But right over here is a big old place where they've been going up through here some, looks like. Probably going up there and cutting brush by the way it looks. Now here's a big old place. Actually, that stick right there just chewed on in a couple of places. It wasn't here a couple of days ago when we was down here deer hunting. So they've been in right here. Deer crosses here some, but a lot of beaver sign right there. Look at the chewed sticks and stuff. So that's what we're gonna do. But anyway, this is here 330 is set number 10, and we're fixing to go up here at the pond. And I've already got a raccoon cuff up there. I'm gonna put it back, and then I've got a foothold up there where I caught a big beaver back earlier. And we're gonna, like I said, I was down here Saturday and I seen 4 big otters swimming in there at one time. So otters are hit and miss, but we're gonna see what we can do with them. They're wanting them out of here. They eat a lot of fish. Actually, one crawled up on a log there and was eating fish when I was standing there watching them. So but they move around a lot, but we're hoping they're still in there. And I know where there's a couple of toilets at, what they call otter toilets. I'll do some video there, and I'm just gonna set a flat set, water set there, and maybe they crawl up and down the bank, we can get one. So anyway, we'll do some more video here after a while. Okay, Trapper Dave, we're up here by the pond, and something's playing out here. It may be an otter, I don't know. I'm gonna talk quiet that way and see what's going on. I scared something out of the bank up there a while ago, and I'm not sure if it was a beaver or an otter, but anyway. But anyway, right here, all over the ground, is fish scales. This is the otter toilet. That's what it is. You can see right here where they're climbing up and down. And what we've done, it's hard to see, but we put just a regular flat set 750 foot hole in there for otter or beaver. But then right on up here, I kind of patched it, but right on up here about 50 foot, 60, there's another one. And then there's another small one they're using a little bit, but we're not going to put anything bit. And there's we got another foothold we're going to put it on the other side of the pond where there possibility could be their den, because there's a trail going up the bank, and I'll show it to you here in a little bit. And I get around over there, I'm going to put another coon set out. I'm going to put a coon set out right here. But anyway, there was something playing there. I never did really could tell what it was, but more than likely it was probably an otter. Probably seen my vehicle up there. That's where it was next to. But we're going to ease on down through here. Get up here where we can see if we can tell what it is. Okay, Trapper Dave, we're over here at the spillway. It's called the Overflow. As you can see, beavers, I got this stopped up pretty bad. I caught one here back probably about a month and a half ago, and I have not fooled with them since then. We had it cleaned out. They didn't build it back, and here in about the last 2 weeks, they've done all this right here. Their dam's probably 1.5 feet high. But that trail I was telling you about, going up that bank, goes on around. It's hard to see, but right up there, there's kind of a little leaning tree, and there's a big old hole in the bank. And we're pretty sure that's where those otters are living, that big old clay bank over there. That's my brother. He was down here deer hunting in the morning, and he seen some waves right here in the Overflow, and and he said they went off up the pond, so I was pretty sure that's where they're staying. But over at that trail, it's hard to see. I've got a 750 foot hole sitting over there, and hopefully here in a few nights maybe we can catch one, if that's what it is. If not, why, we'll move the trap back over here in this Overflow and pull some of that stuff out and catch us a beaver. I'm not too worried about the beaver right now. We're trying to get the otter first, cause they will eat a lot of fish, and so we're gonna get that taken care of first. And then this runs down around across the road out here and down there. And like I said, this creek's just a big horseshoe, and right down here I'm gonna walk down there and see see if there's any beaver sign down there. They was using it, but now I've not been down there in about a month and a half, so I don't know what's going on down there now. But anyway, this makes 4 more sets we've got out, so I think this is about number 14, 15, somewhere in there. And I'm going to check and see what we got going on down here on the creek where this Overflow runs in, and then we'll probably go around over here and maybe set some more. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, we'll catch y'all here later. Okay, Trapper Dave, we're going to do a short little video here, and then we're going to get on out here and go put out some more sets. What we done right here is, like I said, the Overflow from the pond. Not much water coming down right now, but there's a ton of hog tracks in there, looks like. But anyway, maybe a bobcat track there too. But anyway, what we done is we come over here and just put us another flat set. You can see there's fresh beaver chew sticks, and there's a castor mound, that pile of dirt, mud and stuff. They're getting ready to start breeding like everything else. You can see her trap is sitting out there. Looks like and there's fresh beaver tracks right here. That's where I stepped, made kind of just a pile of mud and put some sand on it. This is a way off down here from anything else, so we put a little scent on it. But anyway, this is a little nook right here. This is what they like. They like to just stop and put a scent mound up and see if there's any more beavers around. The beaver is pretty territorial. So anyway, there you go. We're gonna get back up here and go over here in another area that I've never put traps in before and put out some coon sets and maybe a foothold. Maybe fix us a bobcat set if we can find us the right spot to get anchored in the ground. But anyway, we'll catch y'all later. Okay, Trapper Dave, we thrown out a couple more here. Probably put out some more here in a minute. I found me a couple places where I could drive my stakes in. Kindly rocky around here, but anyway, right here you can see there's just another old DP. Top of the bluff's right behind that tree right there, and there's a path right there into that green honeysuckle vine goes in there. There's all kinds of trails and stuff in there, something wiring it out. But anyway, on over here, now here's a little shagging wagon, trapping wagon, whatever you want to call it. There's another one down here. I'm gonna probably put me one up there where that trees and stuff. Okay, Trapper Dave, this is the final set we're gonna put in today. We're getting tired. We've been at this. I've been checking traps and going at it since about 7:30 this morning. It's 12:30 now, so I'm getting tired and getting hungry. Gonna have to go get me something to eat. But anyway, I fixed me a dirt hole right here. When I first got over here, they was coyote tracks right here in this dirt, and they've been going through the fence right over there. They've been going through the fence right over here, but it's real rocky on both sides. I mean, I can't put a snare, so we're just gonna have to do the best we can. I'm not the best at setting footholds, but we're gonna give it a shot. Right here's my bait. Now, a hole right there, and my pan's probably about 10 inches, and my pan's right in there. So a lot of people, that's all they set and do real good at it, but I'm more like the snare, but sometimes you just have to set and not worry about the snare situation. So anyway, we're gonna get back to snaring here in probably a couple of weeks. We got a couple more places we're going to snare, so but it's not been too bad this week. We've got three coyotes and a bobcat, and then we've got, I think, four skunks and about 3 possums. So it's not been that bad a week. Last week we started this last Monday, and we're going to do another week here. Some coon sets out too, so we'll see what all we can catch. But anyway, supposed to be kind of cold all week, so that'll help things stir. A lot of your rodents and stuff kind of hides out when it gets cold, and that just causes the coyotes and bobcats to get more active. So anyway, I'm fixing to, like I said, get out of here and go home and rest a couple hours. Now I got to work the shop for a little bit. I got to flash on some coons and some foxes, and then I'm going to skin this big bobcat I got this morning. So anyway, we'll be we're looking forward for trap check day number 1 tomorrow, and supposed to be down about 16-17 degrees tonight. I think it's just like 33, 34 now. That wind, just probably in the wind chill factor's down probably the mid-20s. So but we've been dressed warm today, and I think we've done the best we could. So anyway, we're going to get off of here and head to the house, and we'll see you all out tomorrow on the trap line.